After trying to quit pills for years, rehabs and different treatments, I gave up and gave in. Like I'm done. I can't beat this thing. I lost. So I gave everything to the drugs.
Turned to the alcohol and the drugs just to just cope with the pain of mom and dad and losing my family. But it just progressed and progressed. And I ended up in jail and spent a couple of years in and out of jail.
We smoked some pot and we saw nothing wrong with it. We drank a little bit and didn't see anything wrong with that until we started going to jail and ended up in prison 3 times. And she ended up losing the kids.
Started smoking pot again and cheating on my wife really bad, and we soon split up after I had my first son, and I just got really depressed, a lot of anxiety, and didn't know how to handle things, and everything just kind of fell apart.
My mom got cancer, and I went the wrong way. Got on drugs and ended up going to prison.
So now I'm homeless on the streets of Branson, no money, no one to reach out to because I'd done burnt every relationship that I've ever had by lying and stealing.
So while my mom has cancer, I leave her with my son, who I have full custody of, and I go to prison.
And spent a couple of years in and out of jail. And then I went to a program in Purdy, Missouri.
As soon as I got out, back in Branson, another rehab program. But I just wasn't ready. I was doing it just to get everybody off my back and say, look, I'm trying to do good, but really I knew I was going to get high again. And so I did. I relapsed.
And I was just numb the whole time, and I didn't know what to do or where to turn or anything.
I got in a fight with somebody and I beat him up. I went to the hole for 30 days and I thought I was out of the treatment plan, you know.
I just kind of lost my mind a little bit. So I moved away from the hemp farm, went to another town, and there I was, homeless again.
So I'm stuck and hopeless and nowhere to go, nobody to turn to. And I remember crying out. I've always believed in God. I remember, God, I know this isn't what you have for me. I know there's more. Why am I still doing these things? I don't want to.
I had to do something different.
They said Victory Mission. I'm like, hey, can I get an application?
Bottom of the list is Victory Mission. It's in alphabetical order. Victory Mission at the bottom, and it says Restoration Program.
I got out and I heard the Victory Mission had a program.
Finally got the Greyhound ticket to come back here, and by that time my mom had told me about the restoration program.
And that word restoration captivated me, and it was I felt like restoration is exactly what I needed in my life, because to restore something means it becomes like new. It becomes like new. It comes back to its original intention and purpose, and it looks like it was never ever even broken in the first place.
And I kind of felt it in my heart that that's where I needed to be.
I came to Victory, still not exactly sure why or what I was doing there, not wanting to go to another program for sure, but when I came in, I just seen that everybody was happy and that something was different there. I wanted what they had.
And then all these other brothers come in and tell me their experiences of what's going on here, and I'm like, something's real here.
And with all these guys, they're like, we don't care, we love Jesus and we're happy about it.
Finally, I hit a point where I went out to the prayer garden and I just cried out to God with everything I had in me. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what is real, what is not real. I don't know the thoughts I'm having, the anxiety, the depression, the fear. But can you please take it all away, God? And just like that, I felt the presence of God.
And that's when my life began to really change. So I'm just like, man, I do have purpose on this earth.
I finally just found comfort and peace and joy, and I think that was the moment of my salvation.
I firmly believe God calls people here. I believe God drug my eyes all the way to the bottom of the list and made them rest on there. I believe he made restoration stand out, that word stand out to me, and it's like it was for me. This all worked out for me, and I have no doubt about it.
Read the Bible until I went to sleep, and A lot of times I went to sleep and I'd dream, I would dream whatever I was reading, which is, it's pretty cool when you do that, because you're really into it.
I wanted to go to college for the first time in my life, and so I'm on my way to get my bachelor's. I just got done with my first semester, all A's. I can't believe it. Never in my life have I got an A on anything. And then I went and got my peer support specialist certificate. It's on my wall upstairs right now.
I have my own place. My son moved in with me. It's like everything just fell together real quick.
One of the best things is the restoration. You know, it restored my relationships, even with my son and my daughter. They deserve a godly father, and they like this godly father a lot.
I think the relationships I've built here, they're gonna stay in my life.
To be grounded in a home church and building relationships with people that are like mine, that are trying to reach the same goal as you, and that's to be like Christ and to love as He does.
All the change that I've learned in this program comes from the heart. It all starts right there.
Before I would feed on hate, and the controversy is something I thrived on.
When you've come so far, it's just, you just can't look back.
Now it's like, I don't even understand who that person was.
And I'm a man who has experienced complete restoration in my life. At a heart level, at an inside-out level. It has nothing to do with the people in my life, the people I love. It has nothing to do even with my job. It has very little to do with having my kids back in my life, which I do, praise God, or building relationships with my mom, or my kids' mom, who now has the kids back, and all these miracles and amazing things are only blessings. But as good as those are, like I'm a man who's in love with God. I'm a man who loves Jesus and knows that none of this could have happened without Him. And there's nothing I would trade for that. There's nothing I would give anything for it. And I think that kind of willful surrender is exactly the reason He keeps giving me more and more and more.